Hello, 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 and welcome to Sunday the 22nd, which means we've had the shortest day. And now I think it's 15 minutes a week, isn't it, that we gain? So that is really cool. Although the next couple of months tend to be the coldest, we start getting a little bit more daylight, which is definitely something to be celebrated. So how's your weekend been? What are you celebrating? What have you enjoyed? What have you intended? How has that? How's your weekend been? Has your intentions come up trumps? And I just want to share with you a little exercise that I've been doing today around your doubts, fears, and worries. And I had a little thought this morning. What happens? How would you feel if everything that you were worried about right now just was taken care of? So if you're worried about money, if you're worried about, your argument with your relationship, if you're all worried about getting Christmas ready, if you're worried about not having enough time to do stuff, if you're worried about an illness, or you're worried about a family member, whatever it is that you're worried about, imagine they were just sorted. Everything was to stay okay. There was literally nothing to worry about. And just let that land in your body. Imagine, have a quick little mental think about the things that you're worried about mainly, and then just imagine them not being there anymore. How does that feel in your body? Feel a little bit more spacious? Do you feel a little lighter? Does it not make any difference? Just notice how you feel. And then what I also did was write them all down. I don't know if I've got every single one, but I've got the top 12 of my worries and concerns. Then what I did is actually answered back from them. So, for example, one of my worries was, I'm eating and drinking things that are bad for my body's future long term. So what I'm eating and drinking isn't aligned with the healing that I want to happen. And then I sort of tapped into my future version of myself. Who do I want to become? And the future version of me isn't somebody that abstains from anything. The future version of me is somebody that eats and drinks with liberal pleasure, shall we say. That's quite a nice little phrase, actually. I'll write that down. Liberal pleasure. So I want, my future self enjoys life, is led by fun and adventure, and looks for the pleasure in everything. Because I was recognising, like last night, we were out, yesterday we were out at the theatre, and we went over to Birmingham, and we didn't really have time, because in the morning I saw you, didn't I? I was down at Bluebell Walk, so we had time for a very quick change around, get Bumblebee out of the car and scootle down and get very wet getting down there because the heavens opened. Couldn't make up its mind yesterday weather-wise. It went from being really quite pleasant to absolutely horrendous, pouring down with rain. And my aim was not to eat gluten or dairy. So Tim Blessing popped into Tesco and picked up a couple of salads and some guacamole. So I had that on the train. He had a pork pie as well. And then afterwards we went to it was an Asian food place in Birmingham. No, I'd never been to Chinatown part of Birmingham before, so we went there with one of our Toastmasters friends, Marcin, and I had some sushi. It did have some mayonnaise on it. And I did spot that, but I didn't really take much notice of it. So maybe I could have had one without mayonnaise. And then after all that, I nearly had a bit of Tim's, which was a chicken in a sort of batter. And he pointed out that would actually have gluten in. I was like, okay, so I didn't try it. I did have a couple of ciders though. But then I was noticing my battle off with myself. Should I really have the cider? What else could I have instead of the cider? Don't really want to have water. Coffee, I'm not drinking either. Oh, sod it, I'll just have a cider. I am quite thirsty, and it did go down really well. And then try not to beat myself up too much for having cider. I know, there's a lot of chatter that goes on around this stuff. So my future version of me doesn't have that chatter. She either drinks the drink or she doesn't drink the drink, fully aligned with what she's doing. So I'm getting there. I am getting there, that conscious connection before I make a choice and then make it as fully as aligned as I could be. So I'm not wasting time and energy chuntering to myself. Should I have done that? Shouldn't I have done that? I've done it, Gina, and I enjoyed it, and that's it. So so my invitation is to write them all down, and out of some of the answers that come from it, you can then create this future version of yourself that you can be focused on. So before you make a decision going forward, you can tap into that future version of you that is healthy, not only in body, but is healthy financially, is healthy in her love life, is healthy in every area. Tap into that future version of you, suss out who she is or he is, and keep that as your focus. So that's the plan. Okay, the wind, I can hear the wind, winding outside. So we'll have a moment to breathe. Take a nice big deep breath in, and then when you breathe out, just allow your body to relax a little bit more. Again, a nice big deep breath in, hold, and gently and deliberately release. If it's safe to do so, you can close your eyes, really focuses in your attention. But if not, keep them open and be very aware. Just remind yourself how safe you are. I am safe. In this moment, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. And as your body's feeling relaxed and safe, put a smile on your face as we say our prayer for humanity and connect that essence of a light in our heart, which as we breathe in, ignites that flicker of a flame into a full-on beam, orb of light that comes from the centre of you. And every time you breathe, that loving beam of beautiful light expands until it surrounds the whole of you, the whole of your room that you're in, the whole of your house, connecting to everyone else in your home, a little bit of extra love, the whole of your street, the whole of your neighbourhood, your town, your county or state, your country, the whole of your continent. And then this wonderful orb of light is connecting with all the other humans on the planet, connecting the whole world, this beautiful glowing light. And we pray that everybody listening here and everybody else on the planet gets to experience what it means to live with a more open heart, to feel more joy, more peace. Just feel more love, compassion. Just feel that in and share it out to everybody else you can think of. So what's your intention? My intention tonight is to have a great night's sleep. I dreamt the other night that I was walking without aids. That was exciting. I'm grateful for that dream. So yeah, I'm tired. I can feel my eyes, so I'm gonna go to sleep after this chat, and just sleep well, wake up excited about the day ahead, trusting myself fully, connecting to this future version of me. This is the work. Energetically, I am becoming her. What else are you grateful for? I'm grateful for having a lovely weekend with Tim. Had a lovely day with my new man, Tass. So got Tim on the go now. So that's that's fun. That's fun. So tipping into this pleasure and really getting practiced at asking for what I want. Which isn't easy. I recognise how much, I don't know, how much I've been conforming to not putting myself first, really, and not being clear about what I want, not only to other people, but to myself as well. So it's been really interesting. How have you got out in nature? Well, to be honest, I haven't got out very much today. I did stick my head outside Tim's door this morning. I fed the guinea pigs and put Bumblebee out of the car. So I've done a little bit, but not very much. But that's okay. My legs were tired. I had a busy day yesterday. So what did you ingest? What have you been ingesting? Well, I told you what I had yesterday. Today, Tim made me a lovely breakfast. It wasn't fully vegan, but it was everything I required with a nice poached egg. So it's really tasty, actually. He did a really good job. He made his own hash browns, and I had some spinach, a couple of tomatoes, some mushrooms, and a poached egg, and it was really tasty. So that was lush. I did have we started off the day with the little brownies. That was quite a nice way to ease on into Sunday. And then I got home this afternoon, watched a silly Christmas film, and I had roasted salmon with some roasted red cabbage and baked sweet potato, and also I fried up some leeks and little baby sprouts and some grated beetroots with some garlic, and had my fish on the bed of that. So that was really tasty, just using the veggies that I've got, because I messed up with the aubergine. One of them was going bad, so I chopped it up and air fried the bit that wasn't bad, and had that for a snack on Friday, and that was really nice. Went to have the other aubergine today, and it looked all right on the outside, but it was brown inside. So I gave that to the guinea pigs. So lesson learnt: when I have aubergine in my veg box, eat them first, not wait till later, because they don't keep as well. Not all the time, anyway. So that's what I'm ingesting. That's what I ingested today. And what are you telling yourself? Well, as I said, I've had quite an in-depth notice of what I've been telling myself. What are those worries that are sort of swirling around and just taking up space? And done my best at reframing them and using the answers to them to connect into my future self, to define what my future self is, looks and feels like. So that's really cool. And how are you going to enjoy more? Just allow yourself to be pleasured, allow yourself to feel pleasure, I've been slowing down my eating a little bit because I am a bit of a fast eater, just to fully taste it all. And yeah, do I want to be a full-on teetotaler and no drinker and no eater of sugar? I don't think I do, but I don't know. I'm still playing with that for the time being. Is that a good thing for me to experiment with a bit further? But if I could experiment with it with a different mindset, so I'm not feeling hard done by for not having the thing. So this is what I'm working on at the moment, of how I can shift things so I feel like I'm living my best life, even if I'm not having cake, or even if I'm not having Prosecco, or even if I'm not doing whatever. Or do I just do that whatever and just fully enjoy it? Still working that one out. I'm going to have some pleasure with it and some fun with it and not beat myself up for it, definitely not. So, no one's come on today, which is a bit strange, but so if you're listening to this afterwards, then let me know what you think and what you, just have a go, write them down. Just it's taken me about an hour, I suppose, to write them all down, but it's been quite an interesting process. Shall I have a little song before I go to sleep? Ignite my happy, ignite the happy in me. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. It fills my world with wonder and every day with glee. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. Sleep well, everybody. Well, have a beautiful day if you're just starting it, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.